Not that it even matters, but here is what my new toy's going in. It's an '09 Silverado. It is a work truck, man. Rubber floor mat, roll-up windows. And I got this cool unit that's going to be going in it. Although this is universal. It's a one-car stereo, versatile audio screen. Now, I am a guy who's not a youngster. I'm going to use this for probably different things from what a young person would use it for. But if you're anything like me, I think we're going to find some way that you can use this and really enjoy it. Like, there's everything from GPS to projection screen. It's the coolest thing ever. Just wait. On top of that, it's crazy easy to install in a vehicle. I'm sure you just went into the garage and got the wire crimpers and the butt connectors and the duct tape, and I'm more of an electrical tape guy myself, but I'm sure you got all kinds of stuff for this. All of those things you just got, just take them right back to the garage, because we don't need any of it whatsoever, because it's just going to go right in that dash, and you're going to be amazed at how easily it's going to do that. Alrighty, Roo, we have wireless casting, 7-inch touchscreen, stereo sound surround, full voice speakerphone, FM transmission, local file playback. I don't know what most of that stuff is, but we will very shortly. One thing I've always had an issue with is when I'm using GPS, I'm using this little bitty screen on my phone, and then if somebody calls, it breaks it. It's just very complicated, but this screen right here is going to give me like 7 inches side to side of GPS, which I will be using. Also, it pulls right off the dash just by twisting it about 90 degrees. So if you're worried about it staying in the vehicle when you're not in it, don't worry about that. Well, there you have it. The pad on the bottom there comes off that piece of white paper and exposes a sticky surface, which is going to go right there on the dash. We're taking away this really funky bracket right here, which looks like it would work well, but in Florida, these cook in about a year. The mounting surface right up there, it just cooks right off the dash and leaves a residue on it. But another cool thing about this thing is that once it's installed, not only can you rotate it to pull the thing out of the car or to install it, you can also rotate it up to 90 degrees. So in case your passenger's watching a movie, or if there's a glare, even the screen tilts up and down. See what I mean about that? It's just thoroughly cooked. We're not going to have to deal with that anymore. You can use this or not use it. It's a backup camera, which I'm not going to really show you how to do that. I'll give you kind of an overview, but I'm not going to go through every square inch of that installation, because this one's going to be different depending on the vehicle you're putting it in. I have to climb up under the truck. If you're not going to do a backup camera, your life is going to be crazy easy with this, because all there really is a couple of things. You plug this into the lighter socket, and then you plug a couple things into it, and you are done. The old school part of me is kind of thinking I'm missing something, but I'm really not. Voice recognition, so you're driving down the road and you just say the address where you're going instead of trying to type it in and crashing into somebody. Boy, that's a welcome thing. I am going to wash down the dash right there on top with some alcohol, just so the adhesive will stick. I'm trying to figure out if I want this here or if I want to have it more centered above the stereo. I think maybe there. And then I could rotate it. Like I was saying, this thing will tilt up and down, plus go up to 90 degrees left or right. I think I'm going to do it right here. What do we got on the back here? SD, audio, video, Type-C to power it. Auxiliary, so in case we have something in here that we want to go down to the dash-mounted stereo. This thing feels nice and heavy, too. It's not some little cheap piece of crap. And like I was saying before, this screen actually tilts, too, so you don't worry about glare. In my situation, I overlapped this onto the smooth part of the dash, because this mounting pad seems to do better on a smoother, clean surface than this textured part up here. It's staying on there really well, but it just feels like it's really connecting right here. Okay, here's the first step in the complex wiring. The wiring is almost halfway done. I know some of you may still be thinking I don't want to have wires all hanging down, but what I'm going to do, there's a ridge on a Chevy truck that you can kind of stick this back behind. This whole plastic piece pops out, as do a lot of late model cars. But I'm going to pop this out a little bit, run the wire behind it, and have it so just a couple little pieces of wire go up to the back of the unit like that. But there's the first display. As soon as I plugged it in, it showed me that screen. And I have to set the clock and the date and then I have to pair it with my phone. I'm going to hook up the other cable or two on the back, and then I'm going to go about hooking up that backup camera. It just goes on the, I guess, around the license plate kind of area, and it terminates right there. So when you run the wire from the front to the back, all you really do is just plug that in. The only wire that you have to do a hard connection on is that red one, and that's going to go to the positive side of the reverse light circuit. I wish I could tell you how to do that on your car, but it's going to be different on just about everything. Start messing with some buttons here. Settings. Time setting. Here, let's do 12 hour. Oh, it scrolls up. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's the 12th month. It's the 21st day. It's hour 3 o'clock. And the minutes are, let's just say 30, because I'm not really sure off the top of my head right now. Yeah, 36 it is. Let's go back home and see if our time is on. Yeah. This is going to be a cool little thing. CarPlay, obviously, if you have an Apple phone. Android Auto, if you have an Android, just like I have. Man, I'm going to have fun with this thing. In case you're wondering, it's kind of difficult to hook this thing up incorrectly because this one only fits in one place. The SD card only fits in one place. The audio, video, there's no wrong way to do it. You know, a nice little addition on here that they didn't have to do is that USB right on the back of there, so you can plug your phone into that and charge as you're going down the road, so you don't have to worry about that thing losing its charge. This is so cool. I hit like 2 buttons, paired it to my phone, and everything that's in my phone, every contact automatically went onto it. Like I said, I'm going to hide a couple of these wires, then I'm going to get up under there and run the one for the backup camera that automatically comes on when you put it in reverse. I'm kind of amazed these days that people can build this kind of technology into something that's, let's just be honest, it's not expensive. I put a link down below so you can go get one of these things, but man, I've already had 2 of my friends say they're getting one because they saw the video before you did. But there's a discount if you use my link. What a cool thing this is, man. I'm going to use it. Whenever I go to a swap meet and I'm sitting in here, I can now watch videos. I can listen to live streams, podcasts. This is going to give me a GPS that is on the entire screen instead of just that one corner. I can make it full screen. The screen tilts if there's a glare. See what I mean? You can also take this thing out, leave it hooked up to your phone or one of those jackery power supplies, and take it anywhere. You can put it on a golf cart. The ultimate little gadget, man. The 1-car stereo, versatile audio screen. Man, I am now a believer. And I would have told you if it sucked. I really would have. But what a cool little piece here. Out on a road trip, driving through another state.
Apollo Beach, it's 67 degrees and sunny. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 67 and a low of 52.
Like I said, I'm going to hide a couple of these wires, then I'm going to get up under there and run the one for the backup camera that automatically comes on when you put it in reverse. I'm kind of amazed these days that people can build this kind of technology into something that's, let's just be honest, it's not expensive. I put a link down below so you can go get one of these things, but man, I've already had 2 of my friends say they're getting one because they saw the video before you did. But there's a discount if you use my link. Whenever I go to a swap meet and I'm sitting in here, I can now watch videos. I can listen to live streams, podcasts. This is going to give me a GPS that is on the entire screen instead of just that one corner. I can make it full screen. The screen tilts if there's a glare. See what I mean? The 1-car stereo, versatile audio screen. Man, I am now a believer. And I would have told you if it sucked. I really would have. But what a cool little piece here. We even have a little blue LED inside there, so if it's dark in the truck, you can plug that thing right in.